Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Two friends, two minds, and one love for Arsenal Football Club. You are now listening to the Caught in Two Minds podcast.
Meanwhile, Shelly weaves his way through.
It's unlit. It's
right
already
from the start.
Wow.
Hey,
What
so
is that?
Life? How's life? You know,
What is that? Oh, all right. Hold on.
Max headroom.
I'm about to switch cameras. Hold on. Dog shit.
Folks, this is a remix.
Hold on.
Wait, who's that guy? Wait a second.
Oh,
What's
look at
going
the
on now?
GoPro. Look at the GoPro. It's working nice now, huh? Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, my friend.
All right. Real ashy FaceTime camera. All right. Doesn't look as good, does it? Doesn't look as good.
Time.
What's going on, dog?
Oh man, I'm just enjoying life.
Did you see that?
There's a lot of things to be happy about, and there's a lot of things to be worried about. But I always choose let's be happy.
What's there to worry about?
Oh, this crazy ass country, dog. You know, I mean, it's not like a coup didn't try to happen recently.
Oh shit! Look,
a coup d'état.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. A lot of grab ass,
Yeah.
A lot of.
Hey, seriously though, who's running up in cosplay to go take over the government?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, but we laugh about it, but it's a good thing they weren't. It's a good thing they didn't have their shit together.
Yeah.
But
yeah. And everybody's talking about the Viking cosplay, but I'm talking about the dude that was running around in the superhero. I think it was Flash Gordon or something. He's running around in a superhero outfit, and I'm supposed to like take your word, like listen to you preach.
Yeah, that's why I'm not. I wasn't too worried. I'm not too worried about it, just because I did see a lot of that, foolery, But there should be some repercussions,
Yeah.
But they're already trying to, oh gosh, that's partisanship. But what's the you have to set a precedent that we're not going to allow this shit for future generations.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter how late in the term of his presidency it is. This just has to be said, because what's going to happen? The next dickhead is going to wait till like his last 12 days of fucking office and try some bullshit, So you just have to,
Yeah. And you know what? While we're at that, go ahead and hold the senator's truth. Thank you, Lindsey Graham, for shedding a tear. Thank you. But you know what? You're also responsible for the whole thing. The whole 4-year fiasco is on your back also. So thank you, but I don't forgive you. I don't.
Right. Bad timing. The only one who got it right was Mitch. He's the only one who timed it just perfect. If he waited any longer, he would be lumped in right with them. But the president, the president is an asshole. Got that little giblet. But anyway, the rest
some football today.
Oh yeah, FA Cup. The FA Cup competition is just fun if you're an Arsenal fan. We go on cup runs. We've won it the most.
Yeah.
It's the final is in the summertime. The sun's coming out. Not May, late May. It's always a good time, a good feeling. Amongst the club, and we squeaked by an extra time against Newcastle.
Took a long time. Took a whole lot of subs. How many subs you get in this one? 8, 12?
I think,
You get 12?
I think it's 5. I would have liked to see 12 some earlier points in the game.
Oh,
You know? It was back to the brutal, just okay, what are we doing? Come on, fellas. And then I think all of that starts with Willian, Aubameyang, and Pepe. Go ahead. Which one you wanna roast first?
My number one roast of the day is Willian.
Whoo!
And I try not to be dramatic like so many other people online and stuff, but this
one of
the
shit?
worst games I've seen anybody play. Anybody.
He was he was dog shit.
His touch was awful. His trying to dribble was awful.
Decisions.
It's just bad. It's bad.
When boxing, when you get too old, like you what is it? You overnight you could just be too old to box. I forget the saying, but you know what I'm saying. It just looked like his time has come and gone. That's what this game showed me. And teetering on that line is Aubameyang. But he did score the goal. But here's the thing with him. We'll get back to Willian. The thing with Aubameyang, he can't play down the middle. Lacazette came right in. Link-up play was better. Fighting for the goal. Lacazette fought for that ball.
He
was a nuisance.
He always does.
He was a nuisance.
Worked hard,
yes.
Linked up with somebody, and look what happened. Something happened.
Exactly. He was a nuisance to that defender, and he kind of got to it and kicked it out, or whatever he did to get it out to Smith-Rowe, who beautiful finish.
Header.
Yeah, he did something.
Which was one of my points long before Abba got his goal in or whatever. But Abba went through that
yes,
I don't know how many minute period
there was a couple crosses.
Tierney kept putting in these beautiful crosses.
Right.
And I'm not saying you're gonna put all of those away, but what I did think for a second was, I tell you what, if Lacazette gets the same 4 chances at headers, he's gonna put one of them away.
Yes.
He might not even do it as a header. He might try to chest it down and turn on somebody and just whip it in, because that's how he works. That's how he works. Like you were saying, you would at least expect Abba on a couple of those early in the second. I forget when they were, but Tierney, like you said, put in some wonderful crosses, and you would expect him to at least put them on target. And none of them were even on target. Yes.
It was just that's not his game, though. So I hope we're finished with the him down the middle. Like, he can play out wide left with Lacazette down the middle, Saka on the right. We can do that.
We get back to it again, though, E. If that's the choice, and we are going to be playing him out wide, I don't know if he starts. I don't know if he makes the number 1 team
over Martinelli,
because I have to have Saka out there, and my choice would be Martinelli, but. I don't know. Is he even more effective than Pepe?
Please stop, dude.
Listen,
don't even get me started on him. Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Barely. But yeah,
barely.
But he is. I just think when he's out there doing whatever it is he does in his Ozil kind of fashion, where he's just, being Aubameyang, it just seems to fit a little better. I still don't know what Pepe's doing. I still don't understand. Pepe, a lot of touches, lots of little moments where you're like, wow, he just has a knack for getting by people. He's smooth. He keeps the ball, but it's just not consistent. He doesn't understand. Somebody tweeted, like, he's built for the counter-attacking style of play. He's not built for the possession, one touch, try to get by somebody. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still confused about him.
Maybe the counterattacking in the Premier League is different than the counterattacking in other leagues.
Right.
But to me, the first thing you need, if you're one of these counterattacking players, is that you need to put your head down and run.
Go.
Because we counterattack fast in the Premier League.
Right.
Like
right.
before you know it, Timo Werner is running up your ass, or Marcus Rashford is coming from the,
right.
It's not lollygag.
No.
I thought of the instruction that I would tell him if I was coaching him. If a player looks your way and you're flat-footed, I'm not passing you the ball. You need to move. I don't care what it is. I move into the inside and try to get a ball slid to you or try to run around somebody. But if you're just going to stand there as the ball comes to you, I'm not giving you the ball. I can't do it, dude.
Exactly. Now, here's the thing. When you're playing with El Nini and Xhaka, they're not looking to make that pass.
I mean, even in the most, but check it out. Even in the most simplest way, with like when Saka's down the left or Tierney, sometimes the run is just nice and simple. They're just running down the sideline,
right?
And
but I mean,
Xhaka will swing the little forward pass to him to get the play in action, to get things rolling.
Barely.
What he wants to do, Pepe on the right side, is stand there wait for you to give it to him and then make some type of decision. But his decision making is horrendous. It's not good.
It doesn't. It kills the flow of what we're trying to do as a team when he gets the ball. Same thing with Willian. It just anything that was about to jump off is done.
Yep.
They get it. They dribble around people. They don't make that killer pass.
Yep.
And
there was another point where Pepe came in for a nice. I think Tierney swung it in towards the end of the game. Pepe came into the box.
Yeah.
And received the ball. I think he chested it down to his feet. Look, I'm not being picky saying like I can do the things Pepe does. But when I've seen Pepe play, his touch and dribbling is tremendous.
Right.
His decision that time was I'm going to go ahead and just swing it. And the announcer even said, it was a hell of a shot, great defensive play. But it wasn't. The defender was standing in the way from Jump Street.
Right. He just look, dude, he doesn't get it.
And then when I think about that, then that's what had finally convinced me, like, dude, it's just his head. Like, that time he was pressing because he knows people are thinking like, dude, you're not being effective. So this time he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to swing the shot.
Right.
Where it was like, dude, if you touched it, I'll say it, Mesut Ozil just tapped it one more time to your left. The goal's wide open, and you could pick near side, far side, whatever you want.
Right. He doesn't.
Is messed up.
He doesn't look. He doesn't get it. He doesn't know. He doesn't like. I remember we talked about this. Like I asked you, what's his best position, and you said, I guess he's a winger. That's not the case. But I don't know what he like. He can't do. Look, I know I keep saying this, but he can't do what Saka does. He can't play that type of game where he's just on the move, getting it, making shit happen. Like he can't do that.
No.
I don't understand. I don't know where you put him.
And it is to the point where you have to say, like, Arteta, you can't get him to do this.
I know
like,
you
can't push him to do what you want him to do.
Exactly.
What you want him to do.
I know he can pick a pass, and I know he's got a good shot. I'm saying maybe he could play where Smith-Rowe plays, that 10, that little right in the little pocket. Maybe he can do that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Hey,
he can't pick a little pass.
Something like that. That's fine.
Right. He could be Smith-Rowe backup
in one of these midweek games, whatever, and just like let's test it out and see or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating because we all want him to be at his best, and we see glimpses of it, and we know it's in there, but it's just,
yeah. I mean, the only thing I want to tell people about Pepe, like you love him because you've seen what you think he can do, right? But he hasn't done it, and the clock is ticking, man.
Right.
Like we gotta We got to get something out of this guy. If not anything, then it's money. We got to get some money out of him.
That's a good point, because the people that are still holding on so passionately, like, you don't know what you're just, oh shit, you don't know what you're talking about with Pet. Look, he's been at the team a long time. We all know what we're talking about. Yeah. You know, you like him because you're holding on, like you're hoping for those brilliant moments to come and show some sign of consistency. They're just not coming at this point.
No,
they're just not coming.
No,
and it sucks because we paid so much money for him. He was promising, but it hasn't worked out. And like you just said, it's time to cash in.
Yeah,
get what I mean? Not even cash in like where we're going to make a profit. We're going to take a hit on that. And the only reason why is because everybody can see. For all you Pepe lovers, everybody can see he's fallen off a cliff.
Yeah.
He's had plenty of opportunities.
Yeah.
And if you go to a team now is probably going to be like, yeah, we'll give you 30 million for him. Fuck it. You know, see if we can get the best out of him.
Hey, we've sseen it in the Premier League.
And that's a hit.
Sanchez went to Man United and it didn't work out. It just didn't work out. El Nino went to Chelsea and was shit. I mean, it just like sometimes the fit ain't right, or he's not what you thought he was, and you got to cut your losses.
Right. You got to quit holding on to, you know, you keep hope alive. That shit is gone.
Yeah.
You know,
because this is what's very evident. Like, I even thought about the second goal. Xhaka came. No, Xhaka started today.
No, he didn't.
No, Xhaka came off the bench.
Yeah.
Xhaka came off the bench to start that whole second goal. All three guys on the first goal off the bench.
Yeah.
Saka to Laka to ESR.
Yeah.
None of them even started.
No.
And it's really and you know, like, this was, if there was any game that Arteta could be sending a message to these, I don't know, veterans or these other guys that were assumed first teamers,
right,
it would be today, because we just went through a 3-game winning streak going through these guys that got us through today. Right. They are the ones that got us this 3-game winning streak. And once again, it was like, you guys got the game today. Your chance to like show us that you can make it happen. And you couldn't until the boys came off the bench to save the day.
Right. What this game showed Saka is like, okay, I don't have to worry about my spot getting taken. Right. Or Smith-Rowe, like, okay, cool, I should be starting, you know, first name on the sheet going forward, because, you know, this is a very important competition for Arsenal. We've won it 14 times. This is, you know, this is what we do. We go on cup runs in the FA Cup, and they didn't do anything. They didn't show up. He was trying to give those people a rest from all the fixture pile up, and it was good. Yep. We had a way strong enough side to just, you know, handle Newcastle, but they didn't get the job done. We reverted back to just kind of standing around. When he did make the subs, you saw the energy go up. You saw the ball moving faster. You saw somebody in the middle of the pitch like Laka battling, making shit happen, being a nuisance, and good things happen. You know, we squeaked out of there with 2 goals, but it was kind of disheartening because you want to see everybody getting their rhythm and get going, and that just didn't happen today. So. Yeah,
and I mean, to me, he even made a choice of like kind of a non-energy squad.
Right.
When you're playing like what you maybe would consider kind of your second string or a mix of your second string, and you don't have Maitland-Niles on the pitch.
I thought he should have played.
We lost Martinelli game time. I was a little concerned about that, but I kind of feel like I'm okay that he wasn't there, because I don't want him to get sucked into this play that they're doing, you know, that team is doing.
Right.
I want him playing with the first team boys where he can really like play some 1-2s and get balls back and really try to make
flourish. Play with players who are playing with the same type of energy and passion.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. What about making those choices like that? The team, I mean, like my first thought was like, oh, it's the lazy squad. And then they kind of went out there and just played like that. Like,
yeah. Just not creating any chances. A lot of shots being taken from outside the box, which was, kind of weird. That's not really our style, but hey, whatever. They were trying something, but unable to break a team down. And I think a lot of that has to do with Abba and the lack of link-up play, from which the style it just looks better when Laka's out there. And he's linking up with players out wide, and we're pushing the team forward. And the Smith-Rowe has a lot to do with that. He's always trying to get going and push the team.
The announcer
forward.
even made a comment about Smith-Rowe and just said, "Man, he peels off for a run every time the ball comes his way."
Right,
and he does.
He's trying to make sure it happens.
Man, but you guys need. There's some rules in sports. There's rules. There's a few like. Understood rules in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
When the big man runs the court, you have to feed him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you see him making those runs, you got to try to slip him the ball.
When a guy is making runs, you might miss it once or miss it, but you have to make it a precedent. You got to try to feed that guy.
You have to.
You
really do.
Especially if the ball just dies in the midfield anyway. Like, you might as well just pass it up and see what can happen.
Take a gamble. Xhaka on the second goal. He took a gamble. He passed the ball forward right into nice space. That's why I tweeted that. Nice pass, Xhaka.
Yeah.
Like, good things happen when you pass the ball forward every now and then.
Yeah.
He slipped it forward. Tierney rolls up on it, crosses it to Aubameyang for the second goal. So Tyranny.
I don't think Xhaka played awful today, so I'm gonna not. I'm trying to make it sound like I'm not taking it away from that pass.
Yeah.
But that entire goal is Tierney.
Yeah.
To me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But he made a run that was so good, like I think any of us could have made that pass, number one. But Xhaka made it. You got to execute what's in front of you. He did it. And then
the reason why I said it was a nice
finally gets on the net, gets on the scoreboard, because I'm like, how could you not score that? Like, he put it right in your sweet spot to put the ball away. Like, Tierney he was my man of the match again.
Fantastic.
He worked so hard.
Yeah.
He made smart decisions like Saka. I just love the guy, man.
Tremendous. The thing with him that's really cracking me up is he's always able to make that little inches, that little space to get that cross. Like, he doesn't look fast. He doesn't look quick, but damn, is he whooping everybody's ass over there. He always gets by him to the byline. Something I've been screaming for Bellerin to do for years. Like, get to the byline.
Like always. A mathematician, he knows that he can get by somebody, and when he tries it, he almost always gets by him.
Always. He knows how to angle his body. If he can't beat him at pace, like he just knows so many little things to get to the byline and put that cross in. And again, he was fantastic.
He was so good. The main reason why I would give him player of the game is because he had to deal with them other fools all game.
So many
the
crosses.
Dudes came off the bench to come and help him out finally and stuff, but then at the end he ended up getting the game, the second assist anyway. Right. I just feel like he played an outstanding game.
The thing, what's so funny is like he probably was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make sure I pass this to Aubameyang's feet. I'm gonna cross this to his feet. I'm gonna put it.
I'm done with the head shit.
I'm gonna just put this on a silver platter. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He just
you know what you just said that I gotta agree with so much, dude, is he always seems to be able to get that cross off.
Always. He can make
it's something that I used to scream about so long with Arsenal fucking left and right backs. Sagna, Clichy, like running down the side faster than people you can imagine, and somehow can't get a cross off ever. Right. Like in a whole game, he'll try 7 times and get one of them off.
He's the only one who tries to get to that byline. He tries to turn the corner a little bit to really set up that that cross, whereas
Yes.
everybody else is just kind of, they get down there, but they don't try to turn that corner and they just try to little cross.
Yep.
It never works out. You see Bellerin do that all the time. But what about Willock?
That was, I'm sorry, that's where I forgot. That's the other dude that made it the lazy slow lineup.
I at one point in the game, before you go on, one point in the game, I was like, he can go. I'm such a dick. But he can go. He's not gonna, I just don't. Actually, I'm gonna take it easy on him, but he's a weird player. I remember you saying this a couple shows back, but he does he's like a poor man's Ramsey. Like, he's gallivanting all over the pitch. He's everywhere. He's in the little shit. But that last little piece of technical ability and decision making is just not there yet. And that could be because he's young, but I just don't see it coming. Because he's one of the few young players that has gotten some opportunities to play last year and this year.
Yeah,
he's had chances. Whereas Reese, I mean, the poor guy can't get a break.
I think they see him. Most people see him, or his coaches see him, as a possession type midfielder. He kind of keeps the ball
right
in his weird little way. But like you were saying, like, he is like a poor man's Ramsey because
he's everywhere.
There's always these weird moments where, like, when he put the header on that one cross. And Aubameyang was right behind him, and I was thinking, like, that's going to drop to Aubameyang's foot, and he jumped up there and got a head on it. I didn't even know it was him at first.
I got those two confused because they got the same kind of haircut.
Yeah, and then he put the head on it, and I was like, oh, and I saw the replay. I was like, oh, shit, that was Willick. What's he doing there? Like,
that's why I compare him to Ramsey, because it's like, what do you – I seen him on the left. I mean, he's just everywhere.
Yeah.
Getting in the shit, trying real hard, but he just lacks that little – class.
He's so weird, though. Like you said, like, I saw him in the midfield take the ball, and you could see him kind of turn around and look at the defender like, I'm about to kind of, like, dribble by you.
Mm-hmm.
But it was such a slow little, like, he tapped it to his left. He kind of shaped his body, and then he, like, bounced off the guy to try to, like, keep going forward. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like, you're a weird player.
Yeah.
Like,
he's another one. Like, where would his best position be? They try to play him as an attacking midfielder, but I know. Just because, like, I don't know. In Europe, gallivanting around, getting in the box, scoring goals, he does it. But in the Premiership, or he just seems to lack a little confidence in the Premiership, as far as just really saying, fuck it. This is what type of player I am. I'm the type of player that runs around and does shit, or causes havoc, or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't think he played. Poor Reese, he gets to start. And he's the first sub, like he did something wrong. He didn't do anything wrong.
That's what I said. I was like, why Reese is the guy? Because honestly, as slow as everything was going, that once again, it's that left side, Tierney and whoever is trying to play with them.
Right.
Like, Reese was the only dude up front that was actually, like, cutting in on fools and trying to dribble into some place. And I mean, he wasn't, he had some problems today. Like, he lost the ball some and things like that, but he was the only one really, like, hustling up front.
He's another one that just lacks a little bit of confidence. Like, he just needs a little pep talk.
Yeah.
And what do they say? Put your arm around him and encourage him to say go for it. Because you can see he's kind of holding back a little bit, like they all are. The comparison between Europe and Premiership is night and day for some people, except for Smith-Rowe. Like, he's risen to the challenge, and he's flourishing. Like, we need him.
Yeah,
we need him to play with Lacazette. Those two, Saka on the right, and whatever. You can have Aubameyang, whoever, but those two need to play. And
you know what? That's the second time that those three did it all down on the right side.
Yeah.
And I mean, I almost feel like he's starting to, like, maybe, like, load some attention on that side, because on the left side, Tierney got this shit.
Yeah,
okay?
Tierney
Tierney got this shit.
Seriously.
Just trust in him. on that side, and we'll try to make something happen over here, you know?
For real, one-man show.
Yeah.
Hey, turn your camera.
Oh, you don't like the effect?
No, there you go. No, it was just like, oh shit. There you go. Oh, now I know why you had it that way. Put it back. You're tight. It doesn't matter. This is a podcast.
That's right.
Like, people are gonna listen to this.
We might have 3 people watch this shit. So
yeah. No, we got some. I wanted to give some shout outs, but yeah, we got a few comments on the YouTube channel. So it's picking up. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice over there on YouTube.
Little nicer community. Not so Twitterish.
Well, I mean, they're down for us. That's all. What else? Leno. What do I always say? That's what he does. He's an athlete.
That's it, man.
He's got tremendous reactions. He doesn't have to think. He's tremendous when he's put in those situations, and he saved us.
Yeah, I mean, they basically put 2 shots on goal.
Yeah.
Thank God we had Leno.
And you can get caught up into that and think, wow, he's a great goalkeeper. But there's other there's other aspects to goalkeeping, like decision making.
Yes.
And I saw a couple times where he could have just picked the ball up. He could have just picked it up, taken a breather, let everybody rest. But nah, he played it with his feet. Put Mari in a tough spot, or
I remember that one.
A couple clearances where he could have just gave the guy a shout, came and got the ball on the corner, no big deal. So, but I'm not, hey, tremendous saves. Yeah, 2 shots back to back, and he had strong paws too. I always say he's got weak paws, but he has strong paws today. So, hats off to Leno. He saved us.
He's a hell of an athlete, and if he's probably our best goalie over the last several years.
Runnerson scared. Runnerson, he ruined his shot.
Chesney decided he was going to be world class after he left, but he was getting there.
Yeah, I like
that. Was questionable whether we should have ever got rid of Chesney, but
yeah, don't even. I like Chesney. He's a weird guy, but that was one of those situations. That was what I think. It was a smart move for him because his development was suffering under Wenger and the whole, whatever was going on at that time.
Well, trying to learn your trade with a very porous defensive line in front of you is kind of rough,
Right. You're under a lot of pressure. But he's a funny guy. Who else?
The overall I just think, whatever about statement games, but ESR, I feel like he should have concrete, evidence that he needs to be first team. Saka needs to be first team. As far as I'm concerned, man, it's Laka, dude. It's Laka up top, down the middle.
Yeah.
And if he's not your traditional striker, just wait. He's going to do something that you're going to love. So just be cool with it, man. Just give him a break,
He's fine. Alba out there on that left.
Alba or Martinelli, around. Depending on who's healthy. Yeah,
that's right. Or Martinelli. I always forget. But I can't really depend on the kid right now. You know how I am. Little freaky.
Well, I know. This one really worried me because just before the game, I read that I don't know if you saw, there was some quotes going around. Martinelli did an interview or something, and so they were showing like a bunch of blips of his interview or whatever. But one of them was he says that he still has some pain.
Right.
He says he still has some pain, but he trusts in his staff and he's working through it, and it's okay. But he hasn't been able to finish 90 minutes yet. Blah blah blah. And then like a half hour later, I hear, he hurt himself in, warm-ups. And I'm like, man, like, are we too soon? I'm starting to get worried now. Did we bring him back too soon? He's still feeling pain. Come on, dude. Like, let's be cool.
Take it easy on the kid.
Yeah.
Take it easy on him. Give him some rest. But yeah, anyway, he's a tremendous player. He fits with that team you just said, with Laka, Saka, Smith-Rowe, him, Tyranny, that energy, that going forward.
You name those guys right there. And now, if we're healthy, Partey, Gabby, and I'm sorry, Mari has earned his spot to me, man. Mari needs to be right next to Gabby. I don't care if they're both left-footed, man. We need to go ahead and just get rid of that idea. But you see how good Mari is with the ball at his feet, though?
Yeah.
I don't think it matters if he plays on the right. He's like, what? I'll step around you.
They just do it for that pass, that angle.
Yeah.
That little angle pass. But I think, at this point, it's who's ever in better form, And this is a learning opportunity for Gabriel. You got a red card. You fucked up. Somebody came in, took your spot. He's playing good now. He's in there until his form dips, or I see something different in training. But I like Holden.
I like Holden too.
I like
and
Holden.
I don't think it's a bad problem for us to have. We got three. I guess if you want to say Luis is solid, then that's four. But I'm happy with the three solids. We got three solids to me. And,
when we give up goals, it's usually not just their fault. It's the midfield or the fullbacks are pushed way up higher. Bellerin's not getting back. It's usually some other things. So we loaned out Saliba. I thought that was a good move. He needs to play, and he's kind of a soft dude to me. I don't really know too much about him, but he's homesick. Somebody died in his family.
Right.
There's a lot of little weird shit going on. So he's back in France, Nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully he plays a lot, but he needs to get his shit together emotionally.
Yeah. I mean, they've got all of us questioning, is the kid even good now? But it just seems like Arsenal doesn't really they don't really go out. Well, maybe they do sometimes.
He's good. He's a big, strong, young center back, but he's homesick. A lot of. Just get your shit together. Get your shit together. Yeah. Anyway, now this is what I want to ask you before we get out of here.
Yeah.
You're saying Smith-Rowe is on the team sheet, one of the first names. So is that going to affect our buying? Our transfer? I don't want us to get somebody that's going to come in there and stunt his progression by he needs to be playing more and more. This is his coming out year, like Saka's was last year. He needs to play, and I don't want us to buy an attacking midfielder to come in here and ruin that opportunity.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, because it's kind of foolish to be acting like we need to bring one of these top talent center attacking mids in. What are we challenging for? We're not necessarily we're one player away and then we're going to be running for the league. We're developing ESR.
Exactly. We're rebuilding.
But definitely the spot is next to Partey. That's the spot that needs to be filled, in my opinion. But it doesn't sound like that's what they're saying.
That's what I was just going to say. That's what we need. We need somebody who can play next to him. And right now it's only Ceballos. And I gotta, even when I play FIFA and I coach a team on FIFA, the video game, I don't play players that are loaned to me. I'm not gonna play you and develop you and get you all ready and send you back. It's just weird,
right?
That's a weird thing. So we need to get somebody in that spot, and he's a filler. Ceballos would be a fill-in, okay?
Yeah. What should be explained to Ceballos is that any time on this club, if we turn a different direction or make a commitment to somebody else, you got to be good with that.
Yeah.
Because I did hear, actually, I heard a quote. I saw a quote from him earlier this week that said basically I want to do everything I can for Arsenal, but my dream is to play for Real Madrid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what, dude? I don't have necessarily a lot of time for you then.
Right. So that's what we need. We need somebody right now. Now in that position, we can sign somebody, you know.
You can go top class there. If
we can spend a lot of money, yeah, because the Shaka El Nini shit, that's that's two people playing like whoever we sign, whoever the center midfielder guy is, who's a box to box, who can, all that guy, whoever that guy is. When we have the lead late in the game, then you bring in Xhaka or El Nini, to sub him out and play out the rest of the game with
to
Partey.
lock down for the last 20 minutes,
right?
Or whatever, yeah,
right. So that's what I think we really should be working on, and we need a left back. I can't have Tierney out there every fucking game,
just ripping and roaring every damn game.
Every game. He came to the club injured and shit. So I don't want nothing to happen to him, and he needs a break.
He need a break, dude. That's a really good point.
We got rid of Kolasinac, blockhead. He's gone. So we don't really have any. Oh, well, we do. And this is what's this. Well, I was going to say this is what's hampering his progression. Maitland-Niles. You know what I mean? Hey, where do you want me to play, coach?
Yeah.
He could play there. He could play left back. So, but either way, let's get a real one.
Because like you were saying, like when you going into towards the end of this game and he's thinking about subs. So he sat on Maitland-Niles to come in the game because, I'm not sure. I might need you to go in at CDM, or I might need you to go at right back. Right. So I need to hold you back, and then he doesn't get on the pitch.
That's what I was just gonna say. Like his because you're like, okay, Maitland-Niles should start this game, right?
Yeah,
that's what
for sure.
Me too. But then you think about it, and you're like, well, what if we need him to come in? You know what I mean? Like you just said, we may need him to fill in somewhere, and he's going to be better late in the game than Cedric, even though Cedric is a natural right fullback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel bad for him. I really do, because he can play everywhere, but he should have started today. But then, you know
what? Yeah.
What if you needed a left back?
Right, exactly. Like, oh no, but what if Tierney goes out and we've already got Cedric out of the, Yeah.
So,
dude, the poor guy, dude. Like, I don't know what to, And then, if that's the case, then do you just keep holding on to like a talented reserve for like hella years, or do you just let him go then?
No, you sell Bellerin.
Thank you.
And you start. You make that his position.
My dog. If Bellerin wasn't there, he would at least be getting some regular starts.
Right.
Cedric's going to start some. You're going to start some. But at least you're getting full game starts. You get to play, man.
Oh yeah. You make him a right wing back, and you put him out there, and let him earn that. Let him keep that spot. Or else, what's the point of signing Cedric? He's kind of old already. He's a nice little backup role player on the team.
So this is the secret. You don't hear Bellerin chatter during the window because there is none. Nobody's tapping us up right now for Bellerin, man.
They see what I see. They see a narrow-assed.
They see a slight body, huh?
They see a
body.
A narrow-assed, tiny human being trying to battle in today's football, where everybody
who likes to throw up fashion icon.
Everybody
wear fur coats and boots with no socks and shit like that.
Everybody is bigger, faster, stronger. He went the other route, and he looks like he lost about 2 steps. So people see that. It's not just me.
Yeah.
I was right all along about the guy.
Yeah, 2 years.
I was.
2 years ago, maybe even 1 year ago.
Yeah.
We could have sold him to Barcelona probably.
60 million, easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
1 year later, our talent, our pool of people that could be interested are Sheffield Wednesday, and like
he's right.
Millwall, stuff.
That's cold-blooded, but no, I think you might be right.
Blackpool.
You remember Blackpool when they was in the league?
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious. All right, well, that's gonna do it for today's podcast. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Hey, rate, review.
I got nothing.
After you subscribe, we'd love to see it all. You can catch us on YouTube, your podcast places.
They can all kiss my ass. I'm not saying any of that shit. I'm playing.
I'm at Gooner Rush. This is E. Marshall Comedy.
Right there on the screen. Get with it. Get with the fucking times. Okay, you know what you do.
And like I always invite y'all, come talk shit. I don't care.
Do whatever. If nobody.
You think I'm stupid about how I talk shit about Bellerin and Xhaka, come at me. Hey, at me, dog.
That's at Gooner Rush. I don't want to see that bullshit on my feed. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on. Nobody. We're just fans who love the team and we shoot the shit.
Yeah.
It's banter, mate, as you guys put it over there. So with that said, peace.
Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Thank you for tuning into Caught in Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and review. All feedback is much appreciated. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcasts, at Gooner Rush, and at E. Marshall Comedy. The music of this podcast is brought to you by Statics. If you like what you hear, please head on over to staticsmusic.com and be sure to follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace.